Howdy ho, peoples. So I didn't get a chance to quite explain it, but right quick like. The reason why that story with the Down syndrome 20-year-old man getting shot by the police affected me so much is because I've had people on social media make fun of my autism by calling me a Down syndrome. And I'm like, that's kind of mean, dude. They're two completely different mental disorders. And stereotyping us is all the same. It's ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And despite that negativity and that harsh criticism, I still make videos. No, I'm not. Nope. Because the cops here in town are actually good cops. When I found out about those two cops who were shot in that shootout a couple months ago, I put a circle of healing on them and they recovered quickly, so that's good. Very, very good. See, I love using my magic to help out my community around me. I mean, there's times when I'm walking down the street and I got people who are crossing the same street or crossing a different street, so I'll use my magic to speed up their day a little bit. Like, here you go. Let me give you some hand. Let me give you a hand with that. But like, help them get across the street quicker. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. No, dude. That was the Swedish police that did that. And it doesn't matter where the cop's at. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of that video I made, which is uploading to YouTube, is that when it comes to people with a mental disorder, there are certain cops that just need to be trained better. That's not a generalization of all cops, but that's just certain, you know what I'm saying? And there's some, and that's just the funny part of it too. That's a great way to pick up chicks. You walk by some cute ass chick about to cross the street on the other side of you, like, let me help you with that. You give your wand a wave, and the walk sign turns on as soon as you wave it. She kind of looks at you like, oh, hey, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't necessarily use my magic to conjure a girlfriend, but I can use my magic to flirt with women. I've noticed that. I'll use that to my advantage, yo. Hoo-hoo, as soon as I said that, my eyes went from red to green. Yeah. The wands are getting better, and the business is getting more consistent. A circle of healing for Sam, knowing as he's not feeling very well right now, someone to be in the witch's circle. May his life and his health start to improve. What should I mix with blueberry vodka and what would I call it? Get some like full throttle blue demon, or like, you know what I'm saying, or some like Mountain Dew Baja Blast. No, not Baja Blast. Some Mountain Dew Voltage. There you go. You get some Mountain Dew Voltage to go with that blueberry vodka. You're set, bud. You can call it whatever the fuck you want, dude. I'm just giving you suggestions. But I appreciate that you look to me as a drink as a mixologist, yeah. And keep in mind, I've never been trained to be a proper mixologist. I'll buy whatever the fuck I feel like fancy drinking and I'll mix it together. And if it tastes good, then cool. If it doesn't, then oh well. That's the fun of learning what tastes good and what doesn't. Like Cobra Coladas are fucking delicious. Not a problem, Sam. Am I doing any more drink combos this year? Oh, yes. I'll be doing drink combos to the day I die on YouTube, mixing it up. I'll be that grouchy ass autistic in his mansion going, sitting here in the Carolyn room or Caroline room, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and Carillion, just different ways to pronounce it. And mixing up a drink. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to call you Cobra Cult because you're not really a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I am. I call you Cool Cobras because you're my fans and you've been cool hanging out and tuning into my random bullshit. Like as soon as I get my mansion built, my dream house with the clock tower and everything just the way I want it, boom. And then I could start offering legit magic courses. But until then, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's the thing of it, Jeffrey. Life has a funny way of kicking you in the ass and making you appreciate things. Like earlier, I was dealing with a lot of stress and I went to go look for a cigarette. So a fan gives me a pack. And then I come home, scrolling through Facebook, smoking a cigarette, and then I see the story of that dude with Down syndrome getting shot by the Swedish police, and I'm just like, you know that moment in the song Stand by Eminem, where he's just like, man, that's exactly how I feel, dude. And when is it gonna get built? As soon as I win the fucking lottery or become a rock star, one of the two. Or I get a better chance to winning the lottery, to be honest. Yeah. Produce a one-hit wonder, and yeah. That's not gonna be challenging right now. I'm kind of working on Hell's Advocate. Which is my newest album. Okay, where? One second. I gotta find picture of actually it should be in my Facebook. I might not even have to dig for it. Hold on. Actually, no, I know what's in there. I just gotta look for it. Josh, did you see that Fake Cobra copied your album? No, I didn't, but he wishes he could be as cool as the original OG GKC, busting the flow so free. Could give a shit less because he's just jealous of my success, and it's easy to see. Fucking snails. uh, fucking snails, dude. It's unreal, dude. Like the shit people will do to get a reaction out of people. And at some point, you have to draw the line somewhere. Because if you don't, then nobody's going to stop. Women are just as stubborn as men, whether they like to admit it or not. Women are just as perverted as men, whether they like to admit it or not. And you'll want to sit there and say otherwise. No. No. There we go. Okay. If I go to new tab and Google Images. Like I haven't even put the album cover to work yet. I've usually, what I'll do is I'll create the album cover first, but I've created like 1 to 2 songs before. Creating the music. But I'm gonna have to copy and paste like 3 to 4 different images to each other to make this cool album cover, but yeah. Something to do on a Friday night. Let's see. Like we need a basic background, like a creepy cemetery or something to kind of paste it onto. Old cemetery, portal to hell, supposedly. Okay. That one. Oh, that's a pretty picture. I like that. Eight. Where was that one? Right there. Oh yeah, I could make this into an album cover. Okay, so I want to take the picture of the clock tower. We're going to cut it out and put it in the distance of the picture. And then we're going to do a couple things. It's going to require a lot of photo editing. But let's see. Application. Now the clock tower in Gillette has a red door, and I found a picture of Stoll Cemetery where there's a little bit of red in it already. And taking two cool different things and just kind of. And I'm gonna put a statue on top of the clock tower so it's not immediately recognizable. Because I could see like the church having a problem with, oh, your album's called Hell's Advocate and you put our clock tower on the front of it. What the fuck's wrong with you? It's like I'm just creating music, man. I want to create an album cover with these 4 photos. And a little bit of font. Get some like comedy and tragedy masks copied and pasted into it. It's kind of at yeah. Now, the thing about an album cover is, does it draw you in? You catch one first. Like if I put the clock tower kind of like right here, away from, yeah, right there. I like put it like in the center, like how to make this image. So right now I'm editing up a album cover for my next album. And I like using GIMP. It's just like Photoshop and Paint Studio rolled into one. Very easy to use once you get the hang of it. I'll cut these masks out separately and then copy and paste them into the album cover here. See how that looks in that size. Oh yeah, there we go. That one right there on that grave right there like that. This photo doesn't capture anyone's actual name on the grave or anything. So, yeah. I think Hell's Advocate's going to be a pretty sweet album. And I'm basically going to be offering it for free. That looks cool. I'm going to save that as album cover, JPEG. Or 8th, or Hell's Advocate, or 9th album cover. 9. It's always good to see your progress. There we go. So scale the image. edge. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, no, it's too big. Let's scale the image down a bit more. Now for this to work, yeah, that picture's gonna have to be really small. Oh damn. Yeah, undo. It's almost there. Even small. There we go. It sounds like someone having a busy ass Friday night. That looks cool, but it needs to be cut out better. Too small. Oh, God damn it. Oh, you can kind of still tell what it is, but like, I bet you if you go in here with so I'm trying to make it look like this fallen angel is just shooting out of the top of this thing, like about to take flight. Like you'll still see the clock tower sitting in the middle of this shit, but I have a kind of sort of surrealism to it. It's like one of these like angel statues from a cemetery and propped it on top. That way it looks like some weird creatures just fucking flying out. That is cool looking, dude. A creative perspective. There we go. I mean, you can still kind of recognize the clock tower if you know what you're looking for, but generally speaking, it, you know what I'm saying? This thing is gonna be fucking sweet, you know. Try to make it look like the clock tower is kind of a part of the scenery. Do a little bit of blending. down here. There we go. Brighten the contrast of it up a bit. And not quite. There we go. Skip the content section. Make sure that stands out. There we go. Now it actually looks like it belongs there. That's cool. Holy crap, there's a lot of fonts here. It appears as though preview is not letting me do the, let's see. Just so I have a copy of it on Facebook. Post a picture. Let's see. Here we go. That looks cool. Indeed. But there we go. Mine is getting a font on it and what have you. I got my album cover posted on Facebook. Oh. That looks cool as fuck, dude. Like the statue on top of the clock tower, it looks like it's either in mid-flight, about to take off, or just landing, kind of like in that moment, you know. Yeah. I fucking It'll do nicely.